everyone. Thank you so much for my last video. It was so well received. Thank you for last year. Welcome to 2025. So today we're going to be talking about the best ways to save, to earn, and to grow your money in 2025. I am still a solicitor. I am not your solicitor. I am not a financial advisor, and I will still make my other videos. But if you're new on this channel, or if you're old on this channel, the one thing you might notice from my other videos is I do not shy away from talking about money. I talk about how solicitors make money. I talk about how barristers make money. And I've always been very inquisitive as to how people actually make money, spend money, grow money, and lose money. So I had about 10 millionaires in 2020 during the pandemic come into my office at different times to talk about how they were losing their houses. It was mind-blowing to see how people have amassed wealth and actually lost wealth. So a lot of people borrowed on their houses, and because I am a civil litigator, I was representing them in court, trying to get them to keep their houses. If you do not know, when you borrow money from the bank is happy to give you money, but when it comes to taking back your house, they are not smiling. Some banks out there are quite understanding. So if you have a problem with your finances and you go to them and say, I need a holiday, like a lot of people did during the COVID, they would give you a holiday, but the bank is not your best friend. So they're not going to wait forever for you to get a job, for you to amass savings, for you to sell the property, for you to remortgage it, for you to release equity. Some banks cannot wait for that. I am not a financial advisor. Get advice. But one thing I found was a lot of people borrowed on their houses and then they struggled to pay back all of the debt that they had accrued from losing business during the COVID. For some other people, they were very busy. I was very busy because I deal with family law, probate, I deal with pure litigation. So I was in court every other day, and we went from having one court hearing a day to having like 4 hearings a day using Zoom. So it was busy for us. Let's put it that way, at least for me. I don't know about other people. And that brings me to the fact that when some people say there is a casting down, other people will say that there is a lifting up. I'm really, sorry, and my heart goes out to people who lost family members during the time. It was a bad time. So I don't want you to think that this is just about people who lost money during the COVID. This video is not about that. This video just talks about a time when, people were not expecting for the world to go crazy, and we suffered so much human loss, financial loss. Many people had like mental health issues. So let's not go too deep. Let's talk about losing money. So people lost money, and it got me thinking, like, how do people get so much money and then lose so much money? Sometimes it's bad choices. Sometimes in life, you win, you lose. I never blame anyone for losing, because we all lose. I've lost. Many people have lost. It's how we carry on gaining, being wealthy, prospering, being successful. That's what is important. I'm not saying sell your soul. I'm just saying money is important. So you can be as religious as you like, but I go by the Bible. I actually read my Bible and read about what it says about money, and that's how I lead my life. I do not worship money. I do not love money, but I agree with the Bible when it says that money answereth all things. The one thing though is that money cannot buy your life, and you need to read that scripture in depth to really understand what it's talking about. But even God knows that money is good, because it says that, you should occupy the earth, meaning you should win. He also says that, the earth is the Lord's, the fullness thereof. It says that I will open the windows of heaven and pour out such a blessing that you will not have room enough for it. In looking at wealth, I don't look at wealth as just money. I look at wealth as your soul prospering, as the Bible says. I look at wealth as, you being educated, you traveling, you doing well at university, school, wherever you are. Is an all-round thing. But today I want to focus on personal finances. And many of my videos are going to be talking about personal finances. So what is personal finances? Personal finances are really just your finances, dealing with your finances is how you plan and you manage your finance. You don't have to be rich to start looking into your personal finances. You need to start looking into your finances if you are poor or if you're rich. If you're rich, you can lose money just like that. Let's do that again. I'm trying to click and I'm struggling. Well, if you're very rich, you can lose money just like that. So you need to save, you need to invest. You should not be the rich fool. If you get what I mean, you get what I mean. If you are poor, then you need to start thinking about savings. You need to think about income. You need to think about protecting your money and all of that. And those are the main areas of personal finances. I'll repeat them. Income, spending, saving, investing, and money protection. If you have a pound and there is a penny short of it, you don't have a pound. Let's rephrase that. If you have 99 cents or 99p, you do not have a pound. So every little helps. That 1 penny is what makes you a millionaire or a £1 owner or a £1 owner or a $1 owner. So if you think I would wait until I blow it big before I say that I am rich or wealthy, or I'll wait until I win the jackpot, or I keep saying win the jackpot, win the lottery or hit the jackpot, you might be poor forever. I'm sorry. You need to save to get there. I'm talking from experience, and at some point, I will be telling you more about my own personal finances. But the process of managing your personal finances are 1, budgeting, and 2, having a financial plan. I learned through the difficult way that being frugal doesn't mean being stingy. My friend called me frugal. I was so upset. And then my boss was like, but you are frugal. And I was like, oh my God, this gets worse. I went around sulking the whole day. And then at some point I was having a chat with my boss and she was like, you are frugal and people actually want to be like you. We see how you treat payday. We see how you treat your money. We see how you spend. Because I used to work in a place where people used to buy like Chinese every other day. I was like, let's buy some cheese. Let's buy some chicken. Let's put them in the bin when we're tired of it. Let's buy this. Let's buy that. And I just used to be like, no, I'm all right. I've got my lunch in my bag. And people are like, and I would just go to the microwave and heat up my food. And people be like, and I used to think, oh my God, they must think that I don't want to spend money. But I just don't feel like I need to buy these things because I do not need them. That is being frugal. That is knowing where your pennies go. That is knowing where your pound goes. That's you thinking about tomorrow, thinking about your children, thinking about the bill you need to pay, thinking about the bag you want to buy, the future, not just, pulling out all your money and buying a bag and then you don't have money. So let's concentrate on income. Like I said to you, the main areas of personal finance are having an income, spending, saving, investing, and protection. But I want to talk about income. Income refers to the source of cash that comes in, which you or I use to support ourselves or our families or to run our businesses. Truthfully, my brother, my sister, if you do not have an income, you have no money. Most people, their incomes are their salaries. If that is you, then you need to start thinking that the day that you are sick, you might not be able to have an income. So some people get paid when they go to work for others. Some other people like us work for ourselves, meaning that you need to invest in yourself because the day that you're not able to stand up and go to work, you don't have an income. It's the same thing for people who are like solicitors, who are like barristers, people who actually fee earn. If you are not well enough, no one will pay for your time. For example, if my hourly fee is, say, £1 and I'm not well enough to go to work, it means that nobody pays for that 1 hour and I don't have an income. So if your only income is your salary, you have a problem. Some people have an inheritance. It boggles my mind the way people splash out when they have an inheritance. There's that saying that goes, when you haven't worked for something, you really don't understand. You just spend that thing the way you want. You just like basically blow off money that someone has spent their whole lives making and giving that inheritance to you. I know that because I'm a probate solicitor. So I deal with announcing to people that they have an inheritance, and I also deal with drafting wills, where people actually give an inheritance to somebody who they've never met, or somebody who, they know for sure is going to blow their wealth away. So there are various incomes. It's what you do with your income that matters. Some people get a dividend, or people get dividends now from companies because they are company directors. Some people get their income from rich parents, from uncles, aunties, and sometimes people get their income from very bad means, like having a sugar daddy or being an arm robber. There are various incomes, but I think we're very clear that an income is money that comes to you. It is money that you can spend, save, invest, or blow off. So you can just waste it. If you don't have a lot of money, I encourage you not to spend all of your income. I encourage you to minimize your spending, to save, to invest, or to stop spending. It's very drastic to just stop spending. I have been on a no spend year. It's just how many days from the 1st of January, and I can tell you how much I have spent. It has made me so aware of how much I spend. My son has just gone to university today. Let's just say that a lot of money went that way, but that's good spending. That's spending. I encourage you to look around you and look for other ways that you can bring in money so that you have a better income, so that you have passive income. That is money that works for you while you sleep. I said to you, just being charged for your time is beautiful. People say to me, wow, your hourly rates are high, but they do not see the outgoings. The outgoings of a solicitor is high as well. If you don't have passive income, if you don't have a retirement plan, then you might find that when you retire, you don't have a lot of income. All that you have is maybe the state pension. So be mindful on the way that you spend. It is nothing to be ashamed of to be frugal. Saying that being frugal doesn't mean being stingy. You can give, you can keep. You can give, you can keep. It works. On the 30th of January, the manager came out, looked at everyone, and she cancelled my bill. Like, she basically said to me, the food is on the house for you. Very strange. Very strange. Like, we were a group, and she cancelled my bill. Then I went to get my car to drive off, and this gentleman with his wife said to me, is the machine working? I said it is. He came down and he said, can I pay for your parking? I was looking at his wife like, you guys don't know me from nowhere. Like, let me pay for your parking. The parking attendant was there as well. It was very strange. The parking attendant was even saying to him, like, why do you want to pay for her parking? And he just said, God bless you. And it was the strangest thing. This man was Caucasian. Never met him before. I think his wife was maybe Asian or something. So they weren't even black people. Like, say, oh, my brother paying for my sister or something. No, he paid for me. So I had two blessings that day that reminded me that it is good to give, because your blessings will come back. It is an income as well. Well, I don't know why I put that in, but I hope it blesses someone. So sometimes the people that you give are not the people that give back to you. I hope that that blesses someone. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, like, share, and let us speak in another video. I want to know what your thoughts are. So please chat about this and go about your week enjoying it, saving money, and just being wealthy, all rounded. Bye for now, Delphine.